So, I quit my job 3 weeks ago and I want to move to Kenya within 6 months. That's a lot to take in, but let's break this down, all right? Um, I'm 26 years old. I've been working in tech now for about 4 years. Do I enjoy tech? Absolutely. Do I enjoy where I was in tech? No. I didn't enjoy what I was doing, but I still enjoy tech, right? Now, we're in 2025. So, if you're aware of anything going on in our economy here in the US, I'm in New York City. You could probably see the One World Trade Center behind me. And I positioned this shot just like this, just as a little flexy flex. Even though my ass might be out of New York very soon, right? But let's break this down. Working as a software engineer for 4 years, I enjoyed my job. No, I enjoyed tech, but I didn't enjoy my job. Um, I was planning on leaving within 6 months, but this whole tech thing caught up with me. Now, I can't move to Kenya unless crypto does well. And if crypto doesn't do well, I have to get another job. I don't want another job. I really don't want another job. But we're going to see how life goes. But let's rewind a little bit, right? Let's go back to high school Jimmy. High school Jimmy, 18 years old. Man, the world was in front of me. I was gonna become Superman and Batman at the same time. I don't know how, but I could do anything. So I go to college, like everyone's told to do when you're 18. When you think you know the world, but you really don't, but you really do. But all the adults around you tell you to go to college, so you end up going. So I went to college with the intentions of becoming an architect. I always enjoyed, uh, I always enjoyed like designing things, buildings, roads, whatever, civil engineering type of stuff, right? So I wanted to be an architect, but my college didn't have a full 4 year program to become an architect. They could give me some prereqs that I would need, but they couldn't give me a full degree. So I was told that I would have to do two years at that college that I was at, and then transfer to another college and do 3 years there, graduate in 5 years. I was like, fuck that. I'm not doing that. Right? So my academic advisor was also a computer science, uh, what's it called? Teacher, professor. So he was like, I think you would like my class based on what you told me that you're interested in. I'll put you in my class and you see how you like it. Do like 2 weeks of his class. I end up loving it. And I'm like, you know what? This tech thing ain't too bad. Maybe I could be a coder. Maybe I could become an engineer. But at the same time, I never really had the passion to be in college in the first place, right? For me, I've always been business minded. So I drop out in the first half of the school year. After the first half, I complete the first half and then drop out. And the reason I dropped out is because I was like, okay, if I'm to graduate, I'll probably graduate with a CS degree. It's the only thing I can see myself doing like as a job that's decent. But my interest in tech was more so like hacking and cybersecurity type of stuff, not necessarily being just a regular software engineer or developer. So I was like, if I was to graduate, I'd probably become a computer science major. And at the time, this is like 2017. I'm 26 now in 2025. I just turned 26. So this is 2017. I'm 18 years old. At this time, the big tech companies they stopped requiring degrees uh, for their software engineering roles, entry level positions, and all that. They stopped requiring degrees. But at the same time, they still require you to have some type of knowledge on what you're doing. Like they're not gonna just hire you because you're a dummy. So that's the time where a lot of coding boot camps start popping up, and I'm in college and I'm just like, hold on, my degree's not really gonna be needed in a few years. I never really wanted to come to college. I'm dropping out, so I drop out. Mom hates it. African parents, you already know how they're gonna be. She hates it, so for me, I end up getting a job. I first worked at Amazon. I've done so many jobs, bro. I've done construction, fast food, you name it. I've probably done it. But I get a job in sales at this company from a friend who I went to high school with, right? work in sales for about 2 years, work my way up. Well, not up. I end up getting accepted into this coding boot camp that's nearby that my company offers to pay for so that I could leave the sales role and become an engineer. And they're like, look, we'll pay for you to go and we'll rehire you as an engineer. So I do it. They rehire me, I become an engineer. This is like 2020. So I'm 20 years old, about 20 or 21, something like that, making good money, stupid money for a 20-year-old. Um, it's not really a big number, but for that age, it was a lot. Uh, my mind is expanded. I'm like, yo, I could do so much with this. I could go buy a house. I could do this. I got pre-approved. I was ready to buy a house and start doing shit, but I just kind of coasted and coasted and coasted. I ended up moving to New York about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I think, and I've just been working. Like, I forgot the reason I dropped out. If I'm being honest, the reason I dropped out was not to get into tech, if I may say. I got into tech to increase my income, but my passions are still business and doing other things, like running my own stuff. I've tried a lot of things in my life. A lot of them didn't work, but a few of them worked and made me good money. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm 26. I dropped out, I don't know how many years ago. Y'all do the math. My first year in college. And I've just been coasting through working corporate life. Now, I'm almost 7 years into my corporate job. If you do the math on like, if you were to graduate 4 years and get a job, most people at this age would have only done 4 years. I'm almost 7 years in this shit, and I don't think I need any more time to know that I don't like it. That it's not. This is not my future, right? Now, here's the part where we get to the juicy stuff. I want to move to Kenya, all depending on crypto. In the meantime, I want to get back into my creative side. That's this YouTube stuff. I've been so inconsistent for like 2 years, 3 years. I made a video here and there, and then I would just stop. But I have all this time, and my videos are probably not going to be anything entertaining like, oh, let me go vlog and show y'all New York. I could do that once in a while. But the reality is, I just want to chat. I just want to come on here. I bought this mic so I could be serious and you guys can actually hear me. So follow along. I don't know what to tell y'all. But that's where I'm at. There's a lot I want to talk about because when I was in Kenya recently for my birthday, a lot of people were like, yo, take me to America with you, jokingly and all this and all that. People were interested, obviously, in like how we live out here and all that. So I just want to give y'all my perspective. Who knows? Maybe there's another Jimmy out there. An 18-year-old Jimmy comes across this video and he's like, man, I'm dropping out too. Don't tell your parents you dropped out because of me. Don't do that. No. But maybe there's somebody out there who thinks that they're behind in life and shit. I don't think I'm ahead. I think I'm just doing what comes. I don't know how to explain that. But follow along. If you find this interesting, follow along. Will I go broke? Who knows? Will I get rich? Hope for freaking Lee. I hope I get rich. I really do hope I get rich. Not for the money, but definitely for the money. Let me stop playing. All right. I could I could go broke or I could go rich. I'm gonna make these videos and just talk about my experience from growing up in the U.S., Kenyan experience, and all that. And give y'all a insight into the reality of life here and the trials and tribulations we go through. Um, I say we, talking about me, but I think that's the end of this video. My mind is running. So yeah, I dropped out of college a few years ago, got into the corporate world, worked in sales, worked in tech. Now I left my tech job and I want to move to Kenya, but that all depends on crypto. If crypto does good, I go to Kenya. If crypto doesn't do good, I stay here. In the meantime, I'm gonna make a bunch of videos of me talking about things that come in my head. I'm just give y'all my mind. That's it. I hope y'all have a great day. Love y'all.